Hello, Snakes. My name is Dante, and today it's Podcast Tuesday once again, and we're finally back. Feats in Magic the Gathering. So this time we're not really talking about the cards. We're just talking about speed feats, strength feats, and even just resisting certain abilities. Those are considered feats, and we're just gonna go over some of the best feats in the lore. So we're characters who've performed this, maybe even with a weapon, without a weapon. It doesn't matter. They still count towards scaling, and we're just gonna start with our combo and a non-bow, but we're gonna go into the actual feats. Let's start with the combo, and we got card there. That's basically what the unstoppable slasher does. So you can have a read of that. This is just powerful. So yeah, let's just go to our non-bow, and it is Salvation Engine with Legion Loyalty. So Salvation Engine only triggers when it attacks. So doing a myriad will not spawn a bunch of soldiers. So do not mess it up. Okay, it's just is that basically Salvation Engine. So Legion Loyalty. So you can still create multiple Salvation Engines with the Legion Loyalty, which are attacking. But the issue is, but they won't be. You won't be creating one artifact. If that was the case, Myriad would loop on itself, because Myriad's an attack trigger. When it attacks, clone an attacker. It's just a it's just a just a friendly reminder. This is not a combo. They won't work. That's basically our non-bow. Let's go over to our feat number 10. A speed feat performed by the Wanderer, allowing her to travel in a mere second from one plane to Ikoria and then teleport back out. So yeah, that's basically our number 10 feat. The Wanderer had this inverse effect. Like, she'd be hopping through planes randomly, and she would get tired just from staying inside the plane instead of just So yeah, but then in Neon Dynasty, that issue was solved. Like, she'd be able to stay in a plane and just hop through planes with no effort. So yeah, that's basically. Now that she's not a planeswalker, she does have difficulties she can't really planeswalk, but she does know a lot about the multiverse, despite her not being a planeswalker, because she has visited so many planes and stuff. And, hey, thanks for following. Huh? How do I pronounce that? But yeah, basically that's a speed feat that the Wanderer can perform. So yeah, let's go to number 9. So this is Emrakul's presence being able to shift the gravity in Zendikar. Normally how this works in physics is that basically large stuff, everything has a gravitational force, but larger objects have a greater gravitational force. If we according to Google, Emrakul is 60 meters tall. So the lore, actually in the lore, it was stated that Emrakul is 150 feet tall, which to basically have a whole gravitational, being able to bend the gravity is actually this size is too small to do that. Even the friggin' Empire State Building is larger than Emrakul. But you don't see the Empire State Building just warp like gravity and stuff. I mean, like Emrakul is like Emrakul's powers and stuff was able to control gravity, like literal manipulation, spatial manipulation. That's basically a very powerful feat. I mean, you gotta. That's basically our number 9. Let's go to our number 8. We got a resistance feat. Gideon's immortality, being able to nullify Nicol Bolas's contract. So basically, Liliana had a contract with Nicol Bolas, like where if they had to serve under Nicol Bolas, and Liliana ended up changing sides. Like I mean, she was gonna fight, commanding the Dreadhorde army, and then she ends up like switching sides and using it against Nicol Bolas, which caused her to break the contract. And that contract was gonna kill, was basically gonna erase her permanently. But Gideon has invulnerability. Like he has like a friggin' immortality. Like he just decided to use it. I mean, he transferred his immortality onto Liliana, and then he ended up getting erased as a matter of that. So Gideon's resistance, like he has actual resistance to conceptual erasure, like that. I'd say it's a powerful feat. I mean, maybe it counts as abilities, but you could consider this an actual feat. So yeah, let's go to the next one. Tezzeret building the planar bridge. The planar bridge being an early form of, almond paths, a machine capable of transporting entire people, objects, and stuff from one plane to another, being an improved version of a planar portal. I mean, like a planar portal is just there are multiple planar portals, and that's used by France and Phyrexians, but they were made by planeswalkers. I mean, Tezzeret is a planeswalker, made by Rashmi. My bad, but Tezzeret was the one that uses it. Okay, so yeah, okay, I was wrong with that one. But anyways, still, Rashmi not being a planeswalker, being able to make a planar bridge that goes from one plane to another and stuff. I mean, and the thing is, that's because the mending disabled the planar portals. The planar bridge was like an upgraded modification on the planar portal that could just cross, because the mending cosmology, I mean, is just smaller than what it was in pre-mending. Because just wait for the end of the video. But I mean, you're gonna see like these feats will just keep on getting better and better. I mean, so yeah, that's basically a planar bridge. Now let's go over to an impressive feat done by Karn. So this is his temporal sundering. In the lore, there is a moment that Karn created the Argentum. Like Karn friggin' creates his own plane. And not only is it just a plane, I mean, an artificial plane, it's a plane of mathematical perfection. So we go over literal sense, and this should this should qualify for the many worlds interpretation and many other mathematical equations. This is literally just this is literally at the bare minimum a low outer versal feat for Karn, just from creating a whole plane. Like he creates Argentum. Yeah, I mean it's crazy. That's basic. So yeah, I mean Argentum actually ends up, and in case you don't know, Argentum is basically Mirrodin, which then becomes New Phyrexia. So yeah, that's basically. So yeah, he friggin' creates Mirrored. Now, let's go over to next feat. Ren connecting with 8, also known as Realm Breaker. Realm Breaker being a Phyrexian copy of the World Tree, capable of invading different planes with almond paths. So the World Tree, being from Kaldheim, but this was like like the World Tree on a larger scale, connecting between different planes, and Ren just connecting and infusing herself with Realm Breakers. Just you could consider that a feat. So, I mean, it's on probably on the same scale or just stronger than Karn's creation feat. So that is basically a really powerful feat from Ren. So yeah, doesn't stop there, guys. We're gonna go over to the filigree silence. Jace with the silence was gonna blow up a plane or two, or maybe even the whole cosmology. Like this right there was gonna friggin' blow up the entire, like, or a big portion of the Magic the Gathering cosmology. And well, it did end up destroying Realm Breaker. It did actually cause some destruction. This is like, if we're going by statements, this is like even higher. But at least by the feats it had, it still was powerful. So don't get me wrong. Jace's feat with the filigree silence was powerful. And that's just a replica of a different silence that we will go over next, like, which has an even better feat. This is other Silence Blast. So that's Urza's Ruinous Blast. He basically blows up. This is basically the Silence Blast from lore. Basically, the Golgothian Silence, which is Urza and Karn's Silence, basically blows up. This was how the Brothers' War ended. In case if you haven't read the lore, it's also known as the Cataclysm. So this blast was so friggin' powerful that at first it changed like the weather around the entirety of Dominaria for a long period of time, and then and still over decades, like centuries even, this was so powerful. First, after 15 years, the fall of Pendragon happened, which because of glaciers. So it friggin' did a climate change, and it's just this event friggin' caused climate change in Dominaria, which then caused the Ice Age, and then after that we got the Shard of the 12 Worlds, basically trapped 12 planes in a bubble that stopped transplanar magic or technology from reaching them, basically phasing them out from the rest of the planes. So yeah, it was, and it lasted for 3 millennia, 3,000 years. That is a crazy feat, and somehow Urza, he friggin' survives it. Bro, Urza is just Urza. Actually no, Urza died from the blast, and then he friggin' revived himself and became the first planeswalker with the Might Stone and the Weak Stone, and with this he friggin' brought Taunos back to life because Taunos was his apprentice. And bro, it's so yeah, that's basically a really powerful feat from Urza. And also, don't forget the him building the legacy and stuff. And creating Karn, like Urza was a friggin' menace back then. I mean, if you read the Brothers War, then he's just insane. Now let's go to our number 2. Probably the most destructive feat we've actually seen in Magic the Gathering. Nicol Bolas and Ugin fighting in the meditation realm. That feat was so friggin' destructive. It literally almost destroyed the entire multiverse. That it had to cause the like that's why the mending happened. Like if you don't know what the mending is, like the whole multiverse had to friggin' repair itself because Nicol Bolas and Ugin were just trading blows at the friggin' meditation realm that were and Ugin just like falls out and that just shook the entire multiverse. It's just crazy. I mean, if you just like this is an actual like better multiversal feat than like or even like outer versal. I mean that than most people would say. Like you'd see so many people just saying, "Hey, Ed's character shook the multiverse. He's friggin' multiversal." Or Y character was said to like almost destroy. I mean, but this was actually like this wasn't like I mean the statement like it actually backs it up because it literally needed to repair itself. Like this, like a whole multiversal event that just happens because of Nicol Bolas and Ugin just fighting each other. It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy how strong Nicol Bolas and Ugin were before the mending. I mean, when they like reincarnated and stuff after the mending, they were kind of weak, but pre-mending they were like friggin' unstoppable, stronger than like the Fireheads. I mean, what they were like. I mean, after all, they were old walkers. I mean, old walkers are just broken. I mean, so yeah, that's our number 2. But that isn't really the best feat. If we take into account the Dragon having created most, if not all, planes in Magic the Gathering. I mean, the Dragon just being the Dragon. I mean, it literally is, you know, the blood of all dragons. I mean, even the other dragons. You know, I mean, Nicol Bolas, Ugin, Vivictus, every one of them. I mean, every one of the Dominaria ones. I mean, not the. They come from the Dragon, but I mean, they're all the dragon. I mean, yes, but the Dragon is the essence of dragons. It literally caused the start. Like it was at the beginning of time. I mean, if there are boundless characters in fiction, like, the Dragon gotta be one of them. I mean, bro's literally just broken, being the essential life force of all dragons in the Magic the Gathering multiverse is very powerful, and also creating random planes and web versions of just from like flapping his wings. Bro's friggin' overpowered. I mean, there's also Arabo, who's basically the essence of all the cats, but the Arabo's nowhere close to the Dragon. I mean, the Arabo represents like it has the energy of all the cats, but that's literally a fraction compared to the Dragon. I mean, bro. Ow, sorry. Ow. Okay. Alright. Well, that's basically the best feats in Magic the Gathering. For now! I mean, for all we know in a future set, like, we might even get even better feats, considering the net set is set in outer space. I mean, So, yeah. Anyways, congratulations. You have reached the end of the podcast. So, why don't you like, subscribe, follow, share friends, stay tuned to his videos, streams, and podcasts. Podcasts will be live every Tuesday, 4:30 GMT. So stay tuned to them. Watch my other videos too. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And bye.